Sure. So I guess I'll talk a little bit about me now. In 2008, I was in a really bad car accident, and unfortunately one of my best friends died right next to me. And the car landed on top of her, so that was a really hard, like probably the hardest part of my life, and I had broken my right arm.
Cool thing is that you really get the message, like, it's kind of like a reflection of who I am or who you are, looking in a mirror. And like I said, life is about putting yourself together and finding all the perfect pieces that fit.
For outside assignments, we have to take pictures of different textures. So is it that you're going to take a picture just of this glass, or is it that you're going to take a picture just of this print, or is it graffiti outside? So we have to actually Instagram it, and like the hashtag that's called, it's called hashtag Pad Manny. The class is painting and drawing workshop, so that's where we got Pad from, and Manny is the name of the professor. So when we were coming up for the name for the show, we were like, well, what are we going to call our show? And we already had the name for the Instagram, so like, let's just continue it. And so this show is like all experimental and trial and errors. Like, I've never done a glass painting. I got back into school because I was in the summer. I started taking art classes, and I started really engaging in my art classes. And I felt like my art was a way out and for me to express myself. And it was crazy because when I was in the hospital, everyone only gave me sunflowers. That's the only flower everyone gave me. And I started painting sunflowers. And through sunflowers was when I started being able to like say, okay, this was my rebirth. This was how I was able to live again, because sunflowers for me represent life and they represent love. And that's why for my 22nd birthday, I got a sunflower tattoo on the back of my neck. So the issue that came from wanting so badly to be at such a high-end art school and being able to afford supplies, afford food. The only thing was that I didn't have a stable home or a place to rest my head at night. I've learned through that experience that you're in that situation because you want to be. And I was like, and I'm not going to be in this situation anymore. Yeah, granted, I made money, but I didn't have enough money to pay rent in New York and be able to afford, all my expenses. So throughout my experience at SBA, I was homeless. And I really think it crafted the person I am today. But now that I have everything, I'm grateful and still happy. And I think that's really important for people. To be grateful and happy and doing what they love. If you do that and meditate 10 minutes a day, you're gonna have a great life. So I feel like very, very happy to finally have my own space after all these years. It's something that I've talked about for years, and I've finally done it.